Hello friends and welcome to my channel. I'm Kayla and today I'm going to be doing a very special, drum roll please, tutorial on the Venice Fling palette from Bailey, Sarian and Estate. I was inspired by a picture of Bailey that she did. I'm going to put it on the screen now if I can. If not, I will definitely have a photo of it on my Instagram. If you'd like to follow my Instagram, the information will be in the description or on the screen now if I can. But I was inspired by her look called Venice Beach or Venice Sunset. Hang on a second. Let me look this up real quick. Hold please. It's called Venice Beach Inspired Eyes. And I will, if I can, like I said, I'll put it on the screen right now. But I was inspired by that to do the look you see today. So let me know, what do you think? It's a little bit of an homage to her. I wanted to try and copy it as much as I could. Obviously she used a blue underneath her lash line. There's no blue in this palette. I didn't want to go outside of this palette, so I used a purple. I only used this palette on my eyes because I just want to keep everything to this. It's a very pretty looking palette. I will go more into what I think of the palette in the video because I do go into it pretty in depth and I don't want to repeat myself. So if you want to know what I think of this palette, please keep watching. Huge congratulations to Bailey for this palette. And yeah, if you want to know how I got this Bailey Sarian homage look, please keep on watching. Okay, so I've already got one eye started because I filmed for Instagram, and if you'd like to follow me there, it's called Primp to Perfection, but the information is in the description below, and hopefully I can put it somewhere on the screen right now. I'm still getting used to the techno side to the editing part, but hopefully I can put it on the screen. If not, it is definitely going to be in the description box. But anyways, let's get into this. So anyways, to start off, how many times can I say that? To start off, let's start with Rose Tattoo, and it is this burnt color right here. And let's just say I cannot wait to create some more looks with this palette. I am struggling with this palette a little bit, and we'll get into that as I go on. But anyways, I'm going to start with Rose Tattoo, and that's going to go on my Morphe M535 palette. And I'm just going to floof that on this brush, and this is going to go all the way into our inner corner and all the way out to the outer edge. And this, I've had no issues from this color, so I'm going to wait until the colors that I had a little bit of trouble with to go into that. But this color we're going to bring all the way in and all the way out. And we're going to be winging, obviously we're going to be winging out over here. So we're also going to be bringing this to kind of complement the darker shadow wing over here. Which I must say complements Bailey's eye shape better than mine. But I am trying to copy her look as a tribute to her. So I am trying to do like with the shapes that she did. So it does complement her eyes better than mine. But it is what it is. I do want to do this as a tribute to one of the very first makeup artists that I really truly followed on here on YouTube. I was one of her OG followers. I saw one of her videos that doesn't even exist anymore because she took it down, and I'm so mad. It was her very first smoky eye tutorial. I was there since that video. Before that video, actually. I was a fan since before that video, and it's since been taken down, I think, because I can't find it. And but I'm an OG fan of her, so I definitely want to do this as a tribute to her. But like I said, this definitely looked a little bit better on her than me, but we're gonna make it work. Anyways, next I'm gonna grab the shade Soul, and Soul doesn't want to show up. So I'm going to saturate my brush again with CoverGirl Outlast Active, and I'm just using the e.l.f. eyeshadow C brush, and I'm going to saturate my brush just to try and get some pigment, come through pigment, and accidentally saturated my mirror as well. Great. But anyways, I'm going to dip really hard into the pan, and Soul is this gold shade, gold metallic shade. And I'm going to stamp it onto my lid. And of course it's going to make me out to be a liar right now. But that's just because I had to soak my brush and stamp it in. If you use it dry, where is it? Where'd it go? It's not there. Which is no tea, no shade to Bailey. This is more tea and shade to Estate. Like, I don't know what happened to to this metallic shade, but... And then also when you blend, like, other shades on top of it, it blends away. Like, when I blended the darker shade, the Soul flaked away. Whenever, so you'll see the Soul when I have Soul and I have just been going toe to toe today, trying to get it to work. Just one of those shades, and I don't know if it's I just don't know. I don't want to assume. But she has it really bright in her inner corner. And then across her lid. Okay, next I'm going to take my Real Techniques accent brush. And I'm going to go into Venice Fling, which is actually a glitter shade, but it's the only dark shade in the palette, and I wanted to keep everything in this palette to keep it a tribute to her and a tribute to this palette, so I didn't want to reach into another palette to their dark shade. And really, once I blended this out, there's a little bit of sparkle, but it doesn't really show up once I've really blended it out. But anyways, I'm going to dip into this palette, and my I don't want to say issue because that sounds so harsh, but with this shade was that it's very crumbly. Like, you have to be very careful. I don't know if you guys can see, but it crumbles very easily, and it crumbles very easily on the eyes. So be very careful when placing and blending this shade out, because it's very crumbly. Like, their matte shades are very easy. It seems like there are other shades I'm having issues with. But anyways, I'm going to place this on the outer half of my eye, and I'm going to go into my crease in almost a triangle, and then I'm going to start winging it out. And I'm just stamping it on. This is not about blending, this is just about getting the color on there right now. And then I'm going to take a blending brush, and this is just the Urban Decay brush that I couldn't identify in the other video. Well, I still can't identify it, but I'm going to use this side of it. I'm going to dip a little bit into Venice Fling, and then I'm just going to blend out this side. And I'm going to bring it into my eye socket, as well as blend it out. And then, I don't know if you guys can see where Soul is starting to go bye-bye, but like right here, it starts to blend away. Like, I just don't, like, I've just had easier shadows to blend than this palette, which I'm such a huge fan of Bailey, and so, but I want to be truthful to how I feel about this palette, and so it sucks. Like, I'm such a huge fan of hers, but I've had easier blending and easier times with other palettes. And again, it's nothing against her. I'm still such a huge fan of hers. This doesn't change my opinion of her whatsoever. If anything, this is just showing me that I probably won't purchase from this brand again. At least not their eyeshadows. I did purchase a highlighter, so we'll see how the highlighter works. But I haven't struggled with blending like I have with this palette. And I'm sure, like, I have all of 6 videos on YouTube, so I don't really have the clout to be like, this is da, da, da. So, like, I'm just going by my own personal, like, day-to-day makeup wearing, which again, I don't really have the evidence online to show. I just have, I can just say that I'm being as truthful as I can to my 8 subscribers. I mean, I have 8 subscribers. Why would I lie? You know, I'm not trying to gain followers by slamming somebody. I'm not trying to gain clout by slamming somebody. It's just it's literally these 2 shades I'm having issues with. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 shades in this palette, and 2 of them so far I'm having issues with. I don't want this to come across as anything more than it is. Hopefully. Please. I know how YouTube can be. And yeah. I just think that their non-matte shades could use a little bit of help. That's all. That's all I feel about it. I'm just cleaning up. This is a cheaper knockoff of a face halo from Walmart. It obviously needs cleaned. But I'm just gonna clean up my edges of this blend out because it needs it. I'm probably gonna have to clean it up again after I put on foundation, because for some reason with me, foundation, sorry I disappeared, foundation always messes up the outer corners of my eyes. I don't know how these other actual influencers can put on foundation and it doesn't mess up the outer corners of their eyes, but they can get it up to the outer corners of their eyeshadow and it doesn't mess it up. Like, I don't know what wizardry they do that does that, but I cannot. Like, I don't know. I've been doing my makeup since I was a teenager. I'm now 29. I was actually paid to do makeup for a while. I actually had a job doing makeup at Ulta. I guess that really doesn't count, but I mean, I did makeup there for a while. And then I also did freelance makeup for a short while before I realized that I wasn't making enough money with it. And my heart really wasn't in it, because I'd rather do it for the love of it than for the money of it. And so that's where YouTube has kind of come in. Like, I can do it here for fun and for my 8 subscribers and not have the pressure of trying to please a client. So I hope that makes sense. But anyways, moving on, back to Bailey and this palette. I'm going to grab this shade, Bonfire, which is this shade right here. And I'm just going to go tickle along the outside of Rose Tattoo. And that is just going to help us get that really pretty sunset gradient. And they're matte shades I've had 0 issues with. Like, like, this could have been such a nicer palette if, like, I'm kind of scared to try Ocean Avenue, Puppy Love, and Roller Skates just because of Venice, Fling, and Soul. But I will definitely be trying them, and I will definitely be trying them on camera. So you will get my honest opinion of them. Faux show. And I definitely want to do more looks with this palette, and looks that are suitable to me and my eye shape and my skin tone and my looks and just me. But I definitely wanted to do my first look as an homage to Bailey. But I definitely am going to do more Kayla looks after this with this palette. I'm definitely not giving up. This palette will not conquer me. I will conquer this palette in the name of Bailey and myself. But anyways, this is where we've gotten. Next we are going to get rid of any fallout, which I think I've done, but I just want to double check. Yep. And now we're going to prime, and to prime I'm going to use the Becca Ever Matte Poreless Priming Perfector, and this is just going to go on my nose and pores because I'm not going anywhere after this. In fact, I'm just going to take some really awesome Instagram pictures and then probably watch Altered Carbon Season 2 on Netflix. And I'm just using the viewfinder as my mirror, so please don't hate me for using the viewfinder right now. But I loved Altered Carbon Season 1. I had to watch it more than once to understand it, but I did enjoy it, and so I'm looking forward to Season 2. Hopefully I can follow Season 2 a little bit better than I followed Season 1. It's quarantine, so if I have to, you know, watch it more than once, it's not like I have something better to do. But I'm just gonna prime. And then my foundation is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Ultra Definition Liquid Makeup. And that's only because this is the only foundation that matches me right now. I seem to have caught the sun, and as a result, my usual foundation does not match me. So I'm just gonna be using this one. Okay, now I don't like the look of foundation lips, so we're gonna do the lips next. And she's wearing a nice glossy nude, so I'm going to use the CoverGirl Katy Perry Sphinx color. And it's just a nice nude lipstick. And she's wearing a very nice rosy nude. And this is the closest nude that I own that's close to what she's wearing. And then hers is glossy, so I'm going to top mine with my very well loved and well used Fenty Glow Gloss Bomb, I think they're called. Just to get rid of that foundation lip look, because looking at that for the rest of the video is just gross. So anyways, we're going to bronze up the skin because this is the Venice Beach, and she looks very beachy, and we need to look very beachy. So I'm going to grab the Hourglass Nude Bronze Light bronzer, which looks like this, and my Morphe M406 brush, which is a stippling brush. And Jamie Genevieve said to keep it high on the cheekbones if you want a lifted look. So that's what we're gonna do, because Jamie Genevieve is gorgeous, and so is her makeup. And I'm gonna do a little bit through my temples and my hairline, not too much just because my hair is there. Now I just take whatever's left in the brush without dipping back in after my other cheek, and I just go right underneath my chin. I don't want anything, I don't want a fresh dip in underneath my chin, just because it can look like a beard if you use too much, and it can look really harsh, and I just don't like that look. And I just really buff it on, and then I use whatever's left just on the side of my nose and a tip. And there we go with the bronzer. Next I'm going to use the Estate Baked Do Me highlighter powder in the shade Bye. Literally, it's called Bye. And it's this color here. And I'm going to apply it using my Real Techniques 402 brush, which is their setting brush. I'm just going to apply it to, and I'm using the viewfinder as my mirror again, very sorry. This is pretty. Now this is very pretty. I like this. Okay, so in the picture, Bailey is wearing a really pretty peachy blush, so I'm going to use the Love Flush palette that I got from my friend Jean, and I'm going to use the I Will Always Love You shade, which is this nice peachy, and I'm going to use the Real Techniques 002 brush and apply this to my cheeks. But I'm starting here back. Okay, so I finished my brows and obviously the under eye for Instagram off camera, and now we're back and I'm going to finish the under eye for this eye. And since I was a little bit apprehensive about the non-matte shades in this palette, I did grab my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Vice, and I'm just going to underline my lower lash line with it. And in the photo, obviously Bailey is wearing a blue underneath her lash line, but there's no blue in this palette, so I'm going to use this bright purple in its stead, just because there's no blue, and this is the brightest color in the palette, and it is a bright blue, so I figured it'd be nice to swap out. And like I said, I didn't really want to reach for another palette. I wanted to keep it all within this palette. And then I'm going to go right over top of it using the Real Techniques accent brush again, the same little one we used before. And I'm really going to dip into that shadow and pack it into the brush, into the bristles. And then I'm just going to blend it right on top of where we put the liner. And you want to do it before the liner sets. You want to do it while the liner is still kind of tacky. And then we're going to bring it all the way out into where our wing is. So we're just going to connect it up to where we put the wing before. So we're just going to drag it all the way out and blend it underneath and then drag it out. I'm going to make this side match because I went a little farther down on the one side. And then we have something just like this. Now I'm going to go pop on my lashes and then we can see the final look. Oh, and the lashes I'm using, really quickly, are the So Hollywood lashes. It's these, hope if I do it the right way, the So Hollywood lashes from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I've obviously popped them out already. See? They look like this. And I'm just going to pop these on real quick because Bailey is wearing some very wispy, like, lashes. So I don't know what that is, but I'm going to pop some lashes on and then we can see the final look. Okay, so this is our finished look. I hope you guys like it. Big congratulations to Bailey on her Venice Fling palette with Estate. This is another look at the palette. I'm sorry I did have issues with Soul and Venice Fling. Again, issues sounds so harsh. It's not harsh. They were just very bitty and gritty and blended away not so easily, but I cannot wait to work with the mattes. Like, I just want to go in with Bonfire and Rose Tattoo and Toasty and Tan Lines, which is these ones here, and just do, and I hate to say this word, but grungy, smoky eye, because everyone has their own idea of grunge. Please don't come after me for mine. I was born in 1991, so obviously I was not, wearing makeup in the 90s to truly know what grunge is, but I'm gonna do an homage to grunge and Bailey because she also likes grunge, at least to the best of my abilities, with this palette, and I can't wait to just explore some more with it. I am going to use some of the more quote-unquote challenging shades. Can I talk today? Or some of the shades that I'm more nervous to use, which is Ocean Avenue, Roller Skates, and Puppy Love, and I am going to give Venice Fling another try, and maybe I'll give Soul another try. It's not really, I don't know if it's all that flattering on me. You guys tell me, what do you guys think? I don't know, but woo, my eye is watering now because I closed my eye and these lashes and I are not getting along today. But anyways, huge congratulations to Bailey on her 2 million subscribers as well. I just saw she uploaded a video saying that she reached 2 million subscribers, and obviously if you click on her channel you can see that she reached 2 million subscribers. That is huge. Congratulations. Like I said, I'm an OG subscriber, so to see you just reach these heights is amazing. Congratulations. Congratulations on this palette. Like I said, I am going to be giving it some more cracks. I can't wait to be doing so. If you want to see more of me, also check out my Instagram. Like I said before, there'll be links to it in the, not links, but the handle for it will be in the description. A link, if I can figure out how, will also be in the description. Like I said, I'm still figuring out the technical side to all of this, but if I can put a link to my Instagram, I'll put it in the description as well. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. And I'm rambling, so I'll just let you guys go. So stay safe. I can't talk today. Woo, here we go. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.